I've got a special video for you guys today. It actually has to do with flood insurance, so you need, check it out. Watch till the end. We also have another one coming out because it's a two-part video. Catch it, let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and share. Jerad Spencer, Flair Real Estate. I am with this lady. Now, you probably know who she is because I've checked her Facebook page. She knows like everybody, but for those who don't know who you are and where we're at?
My name's Heather Hawthorn. I'm with First Choice Insurance Services in Beaumont, Texas. I'm a Vidor girl, so everybody knows me, yeah. But I joined up with Jerry today to give you all a little bit of extra information.
Extra information. Now, the other day I made a video about some insurance, flood insurance, and Heather reached out and said, hey, I'd love to chat with you. Now, what are some of the changes, three big changes with flood insurance that's happened since Imelda?
Okay, they're not really changes that have happened just since Imelda, but a lot of people, even after Harvey, thought that their flood insurance rate changed after Harvey because they had a rate increase or the map changed after Harvey. Well, that's not necessarily true. Flood insurance and FEMA do have rate changes occasionally. They're usually about once a year, less frequent than that in the past, but that's how they've been lately. And those map changes affect everybody, or those rate changes affect everybody, not just people who flooded. Secondly, there are preliminary maps out there for some map changes for Orange County and other surrounding counties, but those have been sitting out there since Ike. Those Absolutely. Are reflective of damage that happened during Ike, but they're still not in effect. So there have not been map changes per se that are going to affect your flood coverage, but there may be a rate increase that FEMA has enacted, sure. And or your property may have become a repetitive loss property. You may have had a FEMA payout and a claim, or your property may have had two paid claims in a 10-year period, and now your home is a repetitive loss property and you've lost your preferred rate. You will never get that back.
So what happens when a person loses their preferred rate?
Okay, so preferred rates are the ones you see when I send my clients a rate chart. They go from about $200 to almost $500 a year, depending on what package amount you choose, like $250,000 on the house and 100 contents is $482. Those amounts are given to people in preferred flood zones, which are B, C, and X. They also, if you have one flood claim or one FEMA payout, you're okay. But us lucky people who have had Harvey and then Imelda, now there are a lot of properties that are now going to be repetitive loss. If you had a FEMA payout and then a claim this time, like you didn't have flood insurance last time, but you do this time, that still counts, makes you lose your preferred rate. So you go standard rate. If you had two or more flood insurance payouts in any 10-year period, you become what's called repetitive loss. Once you go repetitive loss, you never go back. It doesn't wear off after 10 years. You stay a repetitive loss property. So yes, those rates go up quite a bit.
Now, you say something about it never goes away. So here's really important. How is it rated? Is it rated to the house or the address?
It's rated to the address. However, if you tear down that home and you rebuild a new home on the property, there is a guy with the state who does nothing but FEMA.
Yep.
He's a kind of your help desk, basically. If you have a situation like that, don't go tear down your house and then build a new one and then try to call them and say, oh, I shouldn't be repetitive loss because I built a new house. It's like going to court and pleading your case. You've got to call them first and say, this is what I'm looking at doing. My home is repetitive loss. I'm looking at lifting it, or I'm looking at tearing it down and rebuilding. Then you will have to make your case and prove your case to them. You'll have to have documentation showing you tore your home down. Documentation showing what your elevation was before you raised it and then what it is after you raise it. And you can get out of being a repetitive loss property by doing those things, but you have to go about it the right way.
There are definitely steps. So, and reach out, I'm sure you can call Heather up, find out more information about that, reach out to the rep. So if you have that repetitive loss and you're considering building a whole new home, make sure you do your due diligence before doing that. So that way you can get that repetitive loss not attached to the property anymore. Heather, thank you so much. How do people find out more about you, reach out?
Okay, you can always find me on Facebook. Heather Long Hawthorn is my name on Facebook. First Choice Insurance Services. We are in Edison Plaza in downtown Beaumont. And my cell phone number is 409-782-8795.
If you have never been to Edison Plaza, you need to come over. It's actually a really nice building.
Starbucks too.
There's a Starbucks downstairs. There's a little restaurant by the looks of it. You got to come by. It's a nice place. Guys, Jerad Spencer, Flair Real Estate, 543-4713. Thank you so much.
Thank you.